Hello guys, Goku Africa here with a video on all copyright to respected clips, images and audio belong to their rightful owners. Before we begin though, I would like to clarify one thing. The longer a person raises his or her hands to donate energy to the spirit bomb, the more energy that person donates. So if a person raises his hands long enough, it can even get him killed. This was shown in the Buu saga when King Kai stops Vegeta from asking the people of Earth for more energy, as it would have killed most of them.
Hey, it's in your hands. We need more energy from the Earth. Talk to your people.
No! Wait! Vegeta, don't do it! We've already taken the maximum amount of energy from the Earthlings. They haven't had time to recover yet. If we take any more, we'll be drawing on their vital life force, the energy they need to live on. If they give more energy right now, they'll all die!
Remember, today we'll be talking about how much energy a person donates to the spirit bomb per second. That is because time is a factor here. Today, I've got two theories to explain the amount of energy each person donates to the spirit bomb per second. I'll explain both the theories and also give my opinion on which theory is more likely. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin. Theory number 1. According to this theory, each person donates a certain percentage of their energy to the spirit bomb per second. Let me explain it further. Each person has 100% energy at the beginning. Each second a person raises his or her hands, he is donating a constant percentage of his energy to the spirit bomb. So, the percentage of energy he is left with is constantly decreasing. This is a very realistic theory which might be possible. Theory number 2. According to this theory, each person donates a constant amount of energy to the spirit bomb per second. I know it sounds similar to the first theory, but it isn't. Let me explain. In the first theory, we talk about a constant percentage, not a constant amount. Here's the difference. Let's take two people. One has a total amount of energy 100 units and the other person has total amount of energy equal to 1000 units. So for person A, his 100% is 100 units, whereas for person B, his 100% is 1000 units. If theory 1 is true, then both people will lose the same percentage of energy after raising their hands for an equal amount of time. But if theory 2 is true, then both people would have lost the same amount of energy after raising their hands. Percentage wouldn't matter in the second case. The next question which comes to mind is, if theory 2 is true, then how much is this constant amount of energy? I could only find one clip which gives us an idea of how much energy each person donates. Take a look at this.
Maybe he's right.
You mean you're actually gonna do it?
Yeah, why not? What if Boo still is alive?
Well, alright, but I'm telling the guys at the lodge there.
Tell him what you want.
Well, now, do you feel like an idiot?
Dang, I feel like I just ran a mile.
You hoser! No sir, you ain't getting mine, eh?
Here, the person clearly raises his hands for only 1 second. He says it felt like he ran a mile. Of course, the information he gave us is not necessarily accurate, but at least it can give us an idea of how much energy each person donates per second. I did a Google search and found out that the amount of energy lost after running 1 mile is approximately 100 calories. Therefore, if theory 2 is true, then each person donates about 100 calories of energy per second. Personally, I think that theory 2 is more likely. Here's why. We all know that the amount of energy possessed by the Z fighters is at least 1,000,000 times more than the energy possessed by an average human. We know this is true because these Z fighters are capable of destroying the entire planet with their power, which gives us an idea that they must possess way more energy than an average human. We also know from the Boo saga that most humans fainted after giving their energy to the spirit bomb. There was a scene in the Boo saga where Goten and Trunks visit some farmers to convince them to donate their energy. To encourage the farmers further, Goten and Trunks raise their hands with the farmers. In a later scene, we see that the farmers have all fainted after donating their energy, whereas Goten and Trunks don't seem to be tired at all. How can someone faint if they have not lost more than a fifth of their energy? Therefore, I would assume that the farmers must have lost at least 20% of their energy, right? If theory 1 is accurate, then Goten and Trunks must have lost the same percentage of energy, which means they must have lost 20% of energy as well. Strangely enough, Goten and Trunks don't seem to be tired at all. That is why I think that theory 2 is more likely. Theory 2 talks about a constant amount of energy to be donated, not a constant percentage. We can safely assume that Goten and Trunks possess at least 1 million calories of energy as compared to the farmers who must have about 2500 calories of energy. We see from the clip that Goten, Trunks and the farmers raise their hands for about 5 seconds. Therefore, all of them must donate about 100 into 5, which is 500 calories of energy. As the farmers have only 2500 calories of energy, losing 500 calories of energy is a lot for them and therefore they faint. In the case of Goten and Trunks, both possess at least 1 million calories of energy, and 1 million minus 500 is still a very big number. This number is still very close to 1 million. That explains why Trunks and Goten don't seem to be tired at all. That is why I think that theory 2 is more likely. So, which theory do you think is more likely? Do you have any other theory? Post them in the comment section below. Do check me out on Facebook and Twitter as well, link in the description. Till next time, this is Goku Africa signing out.